Hello and welcome to our presentation. Our group decided to present on the Quality Function Deployment or QFD project. Our task in the project was to use QFD to ensure that customer needs were understood and were used to engineer new solutions. We accomplished this by creating a house of quality matrix for customer motivation when they purchase a cell phone. To build this matrix, first customer needs needed to be identified and then weighed to see what aspects had the most value to the customer. Not all aspects were able to be improved since improving one part can detract from another. In this presentation, we go over customer needs and their value as well as the features we included and how we linked everything together.
We create this house of quality matrix to assist us in developing a cell phone for users. As you see on the screen now, we decided to go with 10 customer requirements that we thought were the most sufficient to help us create a cell phone. They were lightweight, long battery life, durable, easy to use, a reasonable price, a large enough screen, the image quality, the camera quality, compatible with other devices, biometrics, so anything to do with security, thumbprints, retinal scans, AI or artificial intelligence to assist us in our everyday life, and storage. We thought these were the best based on how we looked at our own phones as well as looking at two competitors. We decided to go with the iPhone X and the Samsung Galaxy S9, as these are the two newest phones from these two companies. Now, to also help us, we did functional requirements to help us relate to our customer requirements. They were the lithium-ion battery, Gorilla Glass screen, titanium shell, a dual lens camera, an Intel i7 processor, 1 terabyte hard drive storage, fingerprint scanner, a personal assistant such as Siri as the iPhone has, and water-resistant materials to help it be just in case of any splashes or you accidentally dropped it in the sink or anything like that. Now, to weight these, we decided to look at our own phones, like I said a little bit earlier, and we weighted on saying what we'd like to see in a phone that if we were going to buy something new, as well as looking at our phone to see what we need to change. So lightweight, reasonable price, AI, so our storage we rated at about a 6, because they are important, but there are things that we feel that are needed to be a lot more. So the highest ratings were long battery life and durable. Everyone nowadays has these brand new phones that take so much time of your day, and they always die on you so quickly, and everyone hates it. So we decided if we made that our competitive edge, we'd have something that everyone would like, and we also want it durable. Nothing as durable as a Nokia, but a lot better than an iPhone that has the glass back. And there's stuff in between is image quality, large screen. We thought these things were sufficient enough to have a good, but we don't need it to be great because we'll have a competitive edge in other things. These will be going over in more depth a little bit later on in this video, as we'll talk about how we decided to weight these in more depth. Once we have the customer requirements and the functional requirements written down in our matrix, we related the two together. As you can see, durable has a strong relationship with the Gorilla Glass and the titanium shell, as well as water resistance. This will help it protect itself from drops, accidentally dropping in water, and other common daily mishaps that you happen with your phone. However, if you look at easy to use, you have the strong relationship with the i7 processor as well as the personal assistant. However, has a lithium battery which is weak relationship because if it is too long, it will help deteriorate the battery. We can also do this for many others as seen on the matrix that we can decide on which ones are the best fit for our cell phone.
Deciding on how to weight and prioritize each requirement of our phone was a difficult task. We initially spoke amongst ourselves to determine what we personally felt are features that are important and should be prioritized. For example, with phones being used so much in our daily lives, we thought that having a long battery life is an extremely important factor. We also determined that durability is another important factor. This is because, on average, college students like us are not usually the most kind to their phones. We also thought about the impact of social media and how it has an effect on everything today. Most of the population uses social media in some shape or form. This makes having a good camera quality on the phone quite a desirable feature. Not only did we brainstorm using our own opinions, our group also did some research to try and determine what other people may want in a phone. We found a graph online, which can be seen in the report. This shows the ratio of how many people are afraid of having their phone die on them. Our group also looked at people in different age categories. We determined that some of the older generation who is interested in having a cell phone would highly value a larger screen and making the phone easy to use. This would reduce the phone's learning curve.
Based on the brainstorming done for the house of quality, it was determined that things such as biometric security, battery life, and durability were graded the highest. Taking this into account, the fundamental changes that need to be made to the phone include having lithium-ion battery for life, a titanium case, Gorilla Glass, and added water resistance for durability, and a fingerprint scanner for extra security. There are also other fundamental changes that were thought of while making the house of quality that did not score super high on the customer requirements list. These things include things such as the 1 terabyte hard drive storage, and which had a relative weight of 1%, and a personal AI assistant which had only a weight of 8%. Keeping things that scored low on the house of quality off the phone would make the price of the phone lesser, which will give us a competitive edge when competing against things such as the iPhone or the Samsung Galaxy. And now, it would be nice to have a phone with all the features that we brainstormed for the functional requirements. However, in reality, we do have to make a realistic phone that is affordable to the customer. So taking these two things out, such as the terabyte storage and the AI assistant that most people don't even use, may make us reach the price point that is consumer friendly.
To conclude, in this report, we identified the customer requirements that they look for when they purchase a cell phone. We inputted these into a house of quality matrix where they received weights on which ones were most important to the customer. Combine that with their value of what they added to the phone. Not all the aspects that we customers wanted were able to be added to the phone, because adding some requirements detracts other qualities of the phone.